Hi, Al Gibbs here. Thanks for dropping by. We're going to teach you how to DJ. Yep, simple, straightforward, and cheap. The cheapest, quickest, fastest way we can think of to get you started on your journey as a DJ are coming up in our video. Stay with us. So I've been DJing around the world for 25 years. I've been lucky enough to travel and experience things that I never thought would be open to me unless I got into music and got into DJing, and it really has opened doors all over the world. Pasha resident DJ, also supported the likes of, in recent years, Carl Cox, Danny Tenaglia, Sasha and Digweed, tons and tons and tons and tons. Have a look at algibbs.com for more info on that. But I'm here to put together our DJ course. It's our DJ Academy. It takes the beginner from the very essence of a passion for music all the way through to some of the fancy equipment we have behind the CDJ 2000s and vinyl and all that stuff. But today we are talking about literally starting to DJ, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So we're going to try and do it as inexpensive as we can. So we spoke to our friends at djbox.ie. They gave us a piece of equipment, and here it is. This is the DDJ 200 from Pioneer. It's a MIDI controller, which essentially means it's a piece of hardware that talks to a computer and it emanates what a CD player or a music player or a record deck would do. This is probably the cheapest way to start DJing. It's a very basic controller. It has a couple of nice little features on it. It's very small, so it doesn't look as impressive maybe as some of the more expensive equipment, but it's cheap. For 180 odd euro, you can have this in your house, download an app and be DJing in minutes. So here's one I prepared earlier. This is it. It's a tiny little piece of equipment, but it's efficient at what it does. So I'm going to go through setting it up and some of the features. So as you can see, it doesn't need to be plugged in. It needs one cable that connects directly to your laptop, and on it comes. It also has this headphone cable and output cable. So you can listen on your headphones and you can also send music to your speakers. So rather than just have music coming out of your laptop, you can send music to a dance floor or to a set of speakers. So that's first and second pieces. The laptop itself, you should be able to see my screen now, looks very complicated. But don't be too worried, because we're going to go through this piece by piece, bit by bit, and by the end of this video, you will be doing your first transition as a DJ, which means you'll be mixing one song into another song continuously. And that's ultimately what DJing is about. It's about creating some energy so people can dance to a continuous rhythm. One song blends into another song, and another song, and you fill up a dance floor and a night just like that. So the reason that people like to dance to a drum beat or to a rhythm, it goes back to prehistoric times. That's what they say, that it reminds us of being in our mother's womb and being close to our mother's heartbeat. That's why we're attracted to that sound. That thump-thump sound is actually, when you think about it, very similar to a heartbeat sound. And there's been all sorts of science and stuff that I don't proclaim to know a huge amount about the speed of a song and your mood and all that sort of stuff. But for this video, on the purposes of getting started very quickly, that's irrelevant. What we're going to do is we are going to figure out how to play one song and then another song and then another song. And once we've done that, we're going to blend two songs together in the same beat and keep the rhythm going continuously. That's what you're going to do today. Let's get started. As I said, this is the Pioneer DDJ 200. You can get these online, try djbox.ie, and they will deliver directly to you wherever you are. This particular machine breaks down into three main sections. On the left, we have our player one, which is essentially, if we had two record decks here, this would be one. So if we were playing a record, this would be one record. If we were playing a second record, this would be the second record. Or think of it like this, a CD player and a CD player, or two iPods, or whatever way you want to consider it. This is our basic music controller. In the middle of our two players, we have this section. This section is the mixer. The mixer allows me to turn the volume on one player up and the other player at the same time. So one song can be playing and another song can play along. Now, that will sound messy, and we don't really want to have two songs clashing with each other and vocals going over each other and all that. People don't like that. People want a continuous rhythm. So I'm going to teach you now how to do that, how to create a continuous rhythm from one song to another.
Pain in the ass.